Okay, so now that we have everything kind of bonded, our edges, I really dislike the shoulder pads because of the sharp edge. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get the grinder, start softening all that, pause, round our edges out, kind of give it a little bit of shape and do a little DA work. We just want to rough everything up, get it all sanded so that we could start adding a little bit of our filler and then just kind of start shaping everything the proper way. And I'm sure this is common sense, but when you're using a DA, you want to make sure that it's always flat against the panel. You don't want to have it at an angle, and the only time you're going to want to do an angle is when you're trying to create a curve or anything, as you've seen me do. Go with it, flow with the body panel. Always flow with the body panel is what I'm trying to say. Just kind of go with it. Don't cross-hatch, don't do anything else. I hope you can hear that. When you're using a DA, you want to make sure that it's flat on the panel. You want to make sure that it's, you know, like this. You don't want to really be curving it, because then that's how you dig into it and that's how you get like highs and lows. Always keep it flat unless you're trying to create that curve. What we want to do is we want to get that front piece and we want to angle it and widen it out so that it actually meets up with our fender portion and our flare, because what that's going to do is that's actually going to bolt up, so that way the fender, or I mean the side step itself, can always unbolt, come off if it needs to. Bumpers can unbolt, everything minus this, because this is going to be flushed on. But how fucking cool is this? Look at this shit. Look at that. Like, it's so fucking sick. Pulled it off. That's what we were able to glass in there. Like, how fucking cool is that? Like, it worked, it held its shape, like, it's so fucking sick. That shape. It's great. So, yeah, I'm gonna take off the side step, chop it up. It'll make sense. But yeah, luckily we have all the pieces and hopefully it all just flows well, like in my brain.
After a season to the school, it's track evolution during the session, you know better how the weekend instructor as well, so you're also able to balance your energies in a better way, and so also when you go in the car you feel also better in terms of energies, but as well also.
Alright, so I've cut it up a little bit and I'm going to cut it up some more, so we've committed. We've committed to it. We've committed to the crime. The crime is done. Astrid's going to kill me for cutting up her sidestep, but it's done. There's the evidence. Oh, alright, let's cut it. Hey, with the board? Hell yeah, look at sheesh. All right, so we're here in Tam's dungeon. This is where all the activities happen. How's it been sanding the car?
Pretty easy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are you hitting it with right now?
20.
It was easy taking the stickers off?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, the stickers are easy.
Hina.
And Nabe-san.
Right. Sorry. Yeah, it was Hina-san and Nabe-san that were both saying that we were missing a line. They said everything's perfect, but there's just one line missing. And that day they added the one line that we were missing. And that line pretty much ran all the way through and then came down. But there it is.
And it stayed on the car since 2023.
That's magic tape. Where do you want it, Tam? Don't throw it away.
In the trash.
It's the end of an era again. Came off of a team car, which was the Buchigiri Yosendoro car, or the BYD car. And yeah, it's changing spec. It's now on Tam's car. We're going to be using it. It's still going to live on in the build, but it's just transferred over since for team car, we're doing a completely different look. Still just crazy to see. 3 years later.
It's dry.
It's dry. Get that dry sticker off.
Dang. That looks weird.
No more booty girl.
No more booty girl.
Girl. Okay.
Bear sticker.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it's still good.
Right? Like pretty smooth.
Yeah,
You feeling up his car?
I am.
Stupid.
What's going on?
It feels smooth, huh?
There's a lump down here.
That's how
Stupid.
long it is.
Yeah, for the most part, though, yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I had to go over it twice. When you sand it?
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. I know. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Right, so then you have to go back again and get
Yeah.
all those. Yeah.
Damn, I'm hungry.
We should go get some katsudan.
Oh, I wish.
We can go to, what is it, Coco's?
One in Torrance, and that one's small.
What's funny is that when we were in Japan, we didn't even go to Coco's.
Yeah,
And there was one.
Did we?
And we just got the.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
He got the
Yeah.
wieners.
Was it curry wieners?
I think so.
You got curry wieners?
He got curry wieners.
I can't use that in a video.
I just realized it's on loop. I'm like, that guy's been doing the same thing.
It is?
He hasn't been doing
I thought it was live.
Like I ran out of momentum.
And you're right for
We'll go later. Oh, there it goes. You just roll up.
All right, welcome back. We are about to get started. Well, actually, I'm about to get started and work on the side steps for our team car. So we are going to tackle modifying the current side step that's on there to fit the kit that's on right now. So hopefully it works out and it makes our job a lot easier, which is always ideal. It's really hot today here in Southern California. I know you might be able to see my hair moving in the breeze, but inside there is no breeze. So wish us some luck, please. So I have already done this side. I didn't film that side, but don't worry, we still have the other side. So the rear end is semi kind of where we want it to be. And then it'll just be tackling the front of the side steps next, which should be significantly easier. So what we did is we cut it right here, where right at the end of the driver door. Cut it right there, pulled it out this way. As you can see, I had to extend both sides, and I'll go ahead and show you how I do that. I extended both sides to be able to then graph it all together here. You can see my splint marks here where I had to splint it together, and I glassed it from behind. So I guess it's a lot easier said than done. It's not tricky, it's just a little bit of ingenuity, determination, the will to build a cool car. So yeah, come along, I'm gonna do the other side and I'll show you exactly how I did that. Here it is in its raw glorious glory. But so I don't need this whole bottom return lip, so I'm gonna go ahead and ask John to cut it off for me, but that way I'll have easier access to be able to glass up here where I'm gonna be, I guess, matching it to the rear Koenig kit. I'm also going to have this cut off because it starts bowing out kind of to have the rear dog leg. Don't need it. I really only want the flat piece, so then I can extend both ends and then work from there. Sexy butame color. Side panels are direct copies of each other. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a tape template of this and tape it to my piece, to this guy, and that way I'll have the exact shape that I need, because as you can see, this is the full piece, but we only really need that. So here I have my mold release wax, but also packaging tape. So I'll do one side with the mold and the other side with the packaging tape for you guys, just so you guys could see how to do it. I'll go ahead and show you how I use my wax. And this does disintegrate gloves, latex gloves. And it smells. So if you do use this, make sure you're doing it outside or in a well-ventilated area, just like when you're fiberglassing, because that also smells pretty strong. Did I lose my blade? Oh my gosh. Every time. Okay, so one side has the packaging tape, I can't see. One side has the packaging tape and the other side has the wax. I have my fiberglass filler, which I know we've talked about. I have my resin, I have my brush, and my sheets of fiberglass. And we've talked before on here about having frayed edges versus just a cut edge, a clean cut edge. And frayed just looks a lot smoother from the end versus this, so I figured I'm gonna glass right now. Why not just go ahead and do both, since I'm doing wax and tape, and just kind of show you guys the difference. Your rollers, all of that is salvageable in acetone, so just grab yourself a bucket, fill it with acetone, and just let it sit in there until you need to use it again. Make sure it doesn't not dry out though. And for cheaper acetone, I would recommend going to a nail salon, a nail supply place, and stocking up from there. That's where we get our gloves, that's where we get our acetone. It's way more affordable, and for my small-handed people like myself, that's where you can get yourself some nice snug gloves so you're not over there with like some larges or extra larges. So I just catalyzed my filler and mixing it just like Bondo. I did mix it a little hot because I really don't want to wait for it to cure very long, since it's such a small piece I'm working with. And I'm just gonna rub this along, and especially along, I'll show you closer, but especially along where the cardboard and the original piece meet. That's usually where there'd be a big gap with the fiberglass without the filler. So you're capable of and what you can do if you really don't give yourself a chance to find out. Kind of like me, I don't come from a family of car enthusiasts or anything of the sort, so I didn't really have a crazy exposure to cars growing up like maybe some other people have. Maybe social media or just the way things are presented, you might feel like you need, oh, I need certain level of hours in something before I can dabble in it, or I need the shop, I need the lift. You really don't. You really don't. Work with what you have and just go for it. Who's saying that you can't but you? So just go for it. Don't sell yourself short. Because if we had done that, then we would not be here building. We started in a little one-car garage and moved to a bigger space. Not a shop space, but you know. Roller. Lubricate it. Why not? And I'm done. So that was what, like a couple minutes? And I'm just gonna wait for it to start curing so I can come back and trim along the edges so that I have less grinding work later. Alright, so now it is ready for me to trim. I wish I was left-handed. Pretty easy. This is the stage where you want to catch it, where it's not fully cured and it's not fully wet. Try the other side. Little Sidestep edition has been glassed, and remember, one side is the tape and the other side is the wax. So let's pull off the wax part first so you can see. Do it on camera. It literally just pops off. And usually if you don't wax or you don't prep for this step, you'll end up with the cardboard on your actual fiberglass addition that you did. And it's not that it's hard to take off, or it's not impossible if you do it that way. It's just like extra work that, who wants to do that, you know? So now this is our side with the tape. And again, pops right off. So either or works. If you do happen to have wax, it is a good investment if you are going to be glassing often, or you just want to. It's how we prep for our molds, it's how we prep for our layups. So if you are trying to get into fiberglass, I would recommend you eventually get mold release, but again, not necessary. You could do it with tape if you are in a pinch or you just want to save money. This is exactly what I needed. Let me move my other hand. So this will connect here. This will connect there. And we can then glass it together at that point. I didn't even show you guys the difference between the not frayed side and the frayed side. I don't know if you can even see it on camera, but right here it's pretty seamless. The transition between the original part and our additional fiberglass that we added is not visible. But on this side, again, I'm not sure if the camera will catch it, but on this side you can see the hard line of where our addition is. Again, doesn't really matter, but it matters to me. So. So all that's left now after I taped it and everything is to just glass it, so fun. We do want to finish the front of the side steps. That's fairly easy, and clean up the rears a little bit more and take it on one more test drive before we swap the cars over. The Skyline is a really cool project that we are actually very, very excited for, but we do want to leave this in a state of cool, we can come back to it. It's all kind of pieced together how we want it to, and now it's just adding, refining, doing little things like that. So as long as we can get it to that point and we can swap the cars over, it's full steam ahead on the Skyline. Again, helping Tam as he asks. I don't really know what he's doing. He kind of just does his own thing and lets us know when he needs help. And again, finishing this off. If you don't have a space, do it in the driveway. You know, don't be scared to tackle your own projects. Don't hold yourself back. So this is the end for today. We are losing daylight, but we'll come back to this tomorrow. Okay, what are you doing?
So we live in a wonderful time where we have technology now, and I like to use Assetto Corsa for sim racing and stuff like that, but I also like to use it to look at cars and drive cars that I don't have in real life. One of it being the Mercedes, the Koenig spec right here. And one thing that's really cool is you could use the showroom, which is almost like a garage, to kind of just view the car model. And obviously if you get a better quality model, it'll have a lot of details, kind of like this one. One thing that's cool is the side step, like Astrid was mentioning, the reason we were modifying it. Like,
oh yeah.
You see this front here and the rear, how it kicks out. Perfect example is right here. It's something, a detail that you wouldn't notice on the car if you just look at pictures. And like, I mean, I have my reference pictures as well, right? Like, you don't really notice anything depending on the Koenig kit that you're kind of basing it off of. This one is something I feel that works, especially with the Kite Racer styling. Still has nice sharp edges, and it's something that we can work with. So again, that's a detail that we took. Like, I think we killed it when it came to getting the shape.
Like I think we've mentioned before in our videos, is the builders that you kind of look up to, or when you're taking inspiration from your builds, they also got inspiration from somewhere, and that's their interpretation of that build.
So to go off of something that, like what she's saying, the car that's really inspired us isn't the Koenig special, Mercedes. It was actually Hamamatsu Racing, that car, his Mark II, fucking amazing. But then we took it another step, which is to then go like, well, okay, well, what did he base it on? And then understanding pretty much the Koenig specials, and then learning about Koenig specials, and then their background, and then also why they were so inspiring. So it's just, it's a big snowball. So even when you use something like a Assetto Corsa or something like a sim like this to use a showroom, I'm using it to make sure I have the right balance, but at the end of the day, this car is going to be something completely different than what this car is. We're not trying to copy and create this. We're trying to make something new, but take inspiration. And I think that's something that, Hamamatsu Racing, that's something that they did. That's something plenty other builders out there, I'm sure you guys have seen the other Kaido Racer Koenig style builds. They do the same thing. They take inspiration from this car, but you have to make it work. So again, just thought it was a cool little nugget of info. If you guys have access to being able to do this, it is pretty fun. Back to work.
What other job is there in the world other than working for an AI startup? But we're going to let you go in a moment because we've got family to be with. But before we go, you don't like my answers. There is also that.